gonna be playing. Yeah, I mean, fuck that, dude.
I guess not. Guess not. No, yeah. Go to the game. It's fine.
I wasn't gonna be ready for you to be.
It's fine. It's just my house.
Here's the thing. No, yeah, it is. But I tried to do a podcast with you as you drafted, and that
went beautifully. It was a great episode.
Wait, no. What was it that you really zoned the fuck out on me?
We were doing those mock drafts.
Oh yeah, the mock draft. You're right. The real draft, you actually communicated. A mock one, you took that real fucking serious. Are we even recording? Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh.
Yeah, look how far it's jumping up and down. Everything looks good. Yeah. All right. Let's get into it.
Yeah, because I need a fucking drink.
Yeah. Well, today's candy is brought to you by You Fuck With Me. So apparently, holiday weekend, all bets are off, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's the reason why when you said...
I'm back on it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, so... you said gummies, so I grabbed some...
Oh, it's classic.
Yeah, man.
Classic.
There's another kind of ambrosia or whatever, too. I don't know. My wife picked them up, and I don't know. They actually even cost more than Heartbrown. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you cost more than a superior fucking candy?
Oh, well, I'm just going to leave that right there.
Have to. Yeah.
Can't talk about it.
Can't talk about it. Yeah, so.
I need to get my helmets out, bro. I don't give a fuck.
So.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Proficient Fans. My name is Clay, and with me is...
CB. What up? No excitement. Come on, man. You gotta, pop into it.
No, I know. It's more like me mocking you.
I know.
Here we go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Proficient Fans. My name is CB, and with me is...
Clay Haggard.
Clay, how we doing?
I'm eating gummy bears, man. Couldn't be better.
That's awesome. I didn't let you guess what we had, so we got some...
Bullet.
Bullet today.
Regular or rye? That's regular, right?
Regular, just some bourbon.
Cool.
I stood there...
You took that one off my list.
Oh, did you have it on the list?
Mm-hmm. I actually had the Bullet Rye on the list.
Okay.
I tried the rye when I was at a bar. I don't remember where I was.
It's not bad.
It was okay.
Not
I've
bad.
had better ryes. So I was like, when I get it, I'll get the regular Bullet.
Yeah. Well, I typically, like I told you when you, what was it, Templeton, that I end up drinking the shit out of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, popping that
Pussy.
pussy.
Ooh, that's a pour.
Oh, it's just the ice.
Yeah, that's what we're going to blame it on.
Oh, yep.
I want to keep you up with me, man. I'm not going to
Shout out Ange for these dope little...
Yeah, the last episode we got these dope ice balls. And,
ice balls.
It's going to keep it chilled.
Episode 60, baby.
I don't have anybody.
I don't need them.
We'll get somebody before the podcast is over.
Shout out, before we start, CB and I literally did not even make a note this week. Yeah. No notes.
Ooh.
So
this will be all over the place podcast for sure. So, but before we get into that, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. The food was good. Football was whack, but other than that, it was good, man. I got I thought the game was still running.
I know. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Got to see aunts, uncles, grandma, cousins, some of them.
I was gonna see. I saw you posted a picture of the whole.
Yeah.
You had a big family together.
We were missing 8 cousins from that photo.
Word.
And yeah, I guess that was it. That's still a decent chunk.
That's a good showing. I mean, I kept it mad simple. Me, the wife, and the kids. And we have way too much food for 4 people. Like, we definitely cooked like we were cooking for the amount of people that you had.
Yeah.
Because apparently we don't know how to scale down. So, but yeah, no, it was a good day altogether. And I mean,
excellent.
Yeah, the football situation definitely blue balls. Bro.
Yep.
Fucking Lions. Win, Lord. When's gonna be my time?
Not in your lifetime.
That's a rough one, man.
Ooh, wow. Number 60, Chuck Bednarik.
Oh, Chuck. I remember him from the great team of, I really don't know. Who did he play for? This should be right there.
No, it just says NFL.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That is a crazy... I feel like they always say who they play for. I mean, he wore it, but I'm not giving him credit for it.
It's like the Jets.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and give that chant. I know you want to. Yeah, all in all, great Thanksgiving.
Eagles.
Eagles, okay. Did you make anything?
Fly Eagles fly back home to Philly after that ass whooping in Miami. What'd you ask for?
I asked you if you ended up making anything, like as a dish to pass, or...
No. Nope. I texted my grandma, and then I talked to my cousin, and apparently all the parents had it on lock. Everyone brought basically one side or dish. And a fuck ton of desserts.
That's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, my fucking, speaking of dessert, my youngest, I'm gonna fuck him up. This kid, my wife made 3 pumpkin pies. One with chocolate chips, prefer the oldest.
Yum.
The youngest likes just regular pumpkin pie. So we had 2 regulars. Out of the first pie, he ate all but 1 slice.
Damn.
We're on to the second pie. He's the only one that's had any, and that one's almost done. The kid loves pumpkin pie. The other night I got home at what?
That's nuts.
Friday night, maybe it was Saturday night, and he goes, Dad, can I get another piece of pumpkin pie? And I'm like, dude, it's late, you shouldn't be. He goes, I only had 2 pieces today. I was like,
today.
Yeah, I was like, I've had none today, buddy. He was just like, and I couldn't tell him no because the kid goes mental for my wife's pumpkin pie. So,
That's awesome.
So now she's
not a big pie guy. I had a little bit of apple pie.
Apple pie's dope. Cherry pie's dope. I think cherry, as I gotten older, I've appreciated cherry pie. But apple pie's always fire. Do you ever do it with a cheddar cheese on it?
Mm-mm.
You heard of that?
No.
It's like a thing. And
I don't like it.
I heard it. I heard the saltiness of the cheese and the sweetness of the pie coincide together. So, smoked some turkey.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah, smoked turkey? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Bad joke.
We had turkey.
Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, like I put it out in the smoker, turkey breast out in the smoker and did that instead of cooking it regular. But anyway, my favorite part of this week, what was your favorite part of this weekend?
Probably watching the Dolphins win today.
Okay, second favorite, then I forgot about that.
Watching the Spartans win.
I'm going to say that watching Michigan lose even trumped watching Michigan State win. Even though it's winning, got us actually into the bowl game. So very happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling C about that. I was like, dude, I can't remember the last time that we haven't been in a bowl game. And the fact we're on the fucking bubble like that.
I guess it would have been 2 years ago. What was the record 2 years ago?
Oh,
like 4 and something.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We get more gummy bears. Because, priorities.
Right. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, nonetheless. I didn't get to watch the whole game. Because obviously, I had to work. I'm glad we got the dub. Barely, but geez, I'll take it.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that kid finally. How many did he miss earlier on in the season that really could have? He started our losing streak.
Who?
Coughlin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Coughlin, you got it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, right.
That's weird.
You're
not good with names when you say a name and then you have to question if it's right or wrong. You're like. Coughlin.
Did I really just say that? In my head, I'm like, did I really say it right? I mean, there's no way.
I didn't know what to do either. I was like, I didn't correct you. You were at Coughlin. I was like, Yeah, Coughlin.
You know, deer in the headlights. What do I do? It had more than one syllable, and he actually got it right. I don't know what to fucking think now.
Yeah, man. Ohio State put it to him.
Yeah.
In the big house.
That was fun to watch. Because here I'm just always around a bunch of Michigan fans.
Yeah.
As I walked around smiling. And the thing was, I mean, like, at first I thought, oh shit, they're starting to roll. They're starting to get it. I mean, like, this is going to be a game. You thought? Jim Harbaugh. Buddy.
Yeah. Oh, he was butt hurt in that press conference.
Yeah, I saw that. I had to send it. I had to get that with you. It was the kid was asking a fact, and it was just like it was a backhanded fact. You know what I mean? Like it was a real question with a backhand to it. Like, yo, my man, I can't tell you that you're not living up to everything that you are supposed to live up to because you know that. But I mean, you know, he's a reporter, so he just doesn't. He's got to ask it in a question way. But he said it in a way that let Harbaugh know that he's whack.
Basically. Yeah. Because he asked what the biggest distance was between them and Ohio State. Was it like, what did he say? Was it playing? Was it
recruiting? Was it game? Was it was it the player gap? Is it the gap between the type of players, like the better quality,
or the coaching, I think that's where he got salty.
Oh, like I sent you that text, man. It's not Urban Meyer that was the deterrent factor. It's just the fact that he can't even beat Ohio State.
Yeah. Which, I mean, Ohio State's been legit. But if, you know, with all of these, you know, like 4- and 5-star recruits and all this hype up and like your preseason ranking and, you know, should be in the playoffs, like you can't have the expectation of your team and set that bar and put yourself on that pedestal, even as a fan, and then have a game like that and be like, whoa, Ohio State's really good. You know what I mean? Because, like, that's, I mean, I feel like most fans, or at least that you and I are in contact with frequently, they talk themselves up to being that caliber of a team.
Yeah.
So to then not be able to handle business, you know, that hurts.
Well, who was you know what? Like, I'm gonna see if we can pull it up because one of our friends posted ever so eloquently. How
Keith?
Yeah, I'm finding it right now because I'm gonna put the glasses on so I can try and read it. Because I was like, man, he definitely put it into perspective as far as like how fans are, and
it was full of hatred, but
I mean, I know, and
that doesn't make it incorrect.
Yeah, it was all right. Those who say stay will be champions. Take all the capital letters out and tell me what that spells. He did it with basically spelling Ohio.
Yeah.
Within that. Turn with me to the book of Child Please, chapter 19, verse 48. As in 1948, aka the last outright championship U of M ever won, 97 was to be shared, so shut it. Those who stay will be champions, huh? Well, that's the case, then, if I'm an ex-football... Oh, see here. Well, if that's the case, then, if I'm an ex-football player, I'd be suing the university for false advertisement. Champions in what? In life? Year in, year out, y'all excited about a 5-4 star recruits that you are about winning games. Michigan is by far the most overrated football program in history. The big house is Ohio State's house. Y'all bums. 4 wins in 20 years. And I repeat, 4 in 20 years. And 11 wins in the past 30 years. All right? So far, I'm so proud of Keith because the boy did the research before he just went on this rant, right? Like, he's factual. It's beautiful. Well spoken. Let's see here. What rivalry? Remember when Michigan used to do that with Michigan State? What rivalry? Because they put it on us pretty regularly back in the, I don't know, 90s, 80s, 90s, in that time. What rivalry? Hence the little brother statement that came out of that
My cart.
that little town from the east.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad. It's about to be the off season because now we got to hear about how good we are about to be this year, and of course, this year's our year. We got 12 5-star recruits this year. Y'all the best athletes in the nation and do nothing with them. Now he's going to parentheses with, I'm getting ready to close. I'm getting ready to close. Jim Harbaugh is my favorite coach in college football history. Why? Because he's the and he has and all he has to show for is a participation medals and ribbons. Trophy case full of participation medals and ribbons. He stays for 50 more years because we all know. He stays for 50 more years because we all know that he is terrible. Another senior class won't know what it's like to beat Ohio State. I'm sad for them. Sight. Hashtag hell no. Hashtag Majin poo. Hashtag overrated university. Hashtag hail to the losers. Hashtag hard bum for president. Hashtag participation medal university. My man Keith Dixon, him and his wife have the Spousal Gains YouTube page and Instagram. So shout out to him for putting it basically the way I've been saying it, but not as well worded.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And for the record, for all you listeners and watchers out there, he's not a Sparty either. Like he likes Spartan, but he's not like in it like we are. He's not. I mean, we obviously know Keith personally. He's
right.
not like, I don't call Keith a Spartan.
He's a Bronco.
He is a graduate of Western Michigan University, like myself. But the difference is
former football player for them.
He played for Western Michigan. Like he is a former athlete. So like, and he actually, he's pretty WMU through and through. Like, he's black and gold before anything else. So he just, he's kind of known to go on those rants, but at the end of the day, he doesn't shit talk to shit talk. He bases his opinions on facts. Yeah. And then feels those wholeheartedly.
Most of the time. Some of the time. I have called him on a couple where I'm like, yo.
Yeah, sure.
Like, you're getting located with my team here.
Yeah.
Let me pull up some facts for you real quick before we go. But that was a fun read, and he got a pretty good conversation going from a lot of people. That was fun. But Michigan's always had the best recruits. Even when they sucked. Do they suck that bad? Like I'm gonna, try and sell them out to be. Of course, they're not that bad, right? But when they really, really stunk, they always got the top recruits, no matter what. It didn't matter.
With Harbaugh there, it automatically equals several 5-star, several 4-star. Like just the Harbaugh name alone brings those guys there. But
this is 100% his guys now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what is this? His 5th year there?
Yeah.
Yes. Because you and I have known each other for about 5.
Yeah.
So, this is his 5th year
his
here.
first year there was the botched punt, right?
Yeah.
That's
his first year, yeah. So, he has all of his guys in there now. So now you really have, if you're a Michigan fan, you have to start really getting concerned. Kind of in the same boat we are. When we have a very seasoned coach with Coach D. And, somebody asked me, they're like, how much longer you give him? I'm like, 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me 1 year with a brand new quarterback, and then what you're going to do with that quarterback the following year. If it's still fucking trash, then you got to go. Sorry. You're the winningest coach in school history for football, but, I can't continue to live on that. So.
Right.
That sucks to say now. I'm saying it out loud. But so do you? He
has to accept change. He has to be willing to make drastic changes in order to try and turn the program around. If he wants to stay faithful to his own, that's fine.
Coach D.
Yeah, okay. But if you're not getting the job done, then shit. That speaks for itself.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be pretty strong on a 2-year. You know, I'm not saying national championship, but I better see somebody that is. Yeah, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Number 60 got nobody. Jose Theodore. I don't know who that is. That's soccer. That's hockey.
Hockey, yeah. Cujo.
I don't know.
Mm. Okay, never mind. He played for the Red Wings for a little bit, actually. Cujo. He was in the league for a long time, man.
That's what's up.
Oh, wait. Cujo was Curtis Joseph. Hang on.
I was taking your word. Oh, speaking of correction.
But thank God I corrected myself.
Speaking of correction, there's a correction that I remember that you should have made last week about Adam Jackson. Our friend Adam Jackson, where was...
I'm commissioner of the league. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Adam, I'm out here, buddy. I'm trying to find the good fight for you, buddy.
No. Sorry, Adam. Maybe. Hang on. Where's my phone? Is Adam making playoffs? If Adam's not making playoffs, Adam doesn't get any shoutouts.
Too late.
All I need is Justin Swenson, one of my dear friends, one of a Stephen A. Smith move. My brother, Justin Swenson. I need his kicker to not score 18.5 points. And yours truly will be the other league regular season champion. Don't know if you knew that, CB.
Oh, I mean,
I
don't know. I can't see that far up because I'm at the bottom.
Hang on. Are you going to win or lose this week?
Doesn't matter. I got next week.
If I win, I'll finish 9-4.
Oh, are you talking about in the other league?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to win. I think. Doing your last place in the league.
Nice, so you and me will have the same record, just reversed.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, when you are last place, you're just like, okay, cool, man. Yeah, I'm winning.
I may lose to Sean this week in your league. Luckily,
it's a 2-week thing.
It's a 2-week thing.
I'm going to lose to T this week.
Oh, yeah, I'm for sure losing to Sean. I mean, I still have Stephon Diggs technically, and he has Tyler Lockett, but he's up 103-82.
I want to be fucking... I'm not going to try and put it out there, but I may be fucking crazy if neither one of us make the playoffs in that league.
You mean the championship?
Oh, the championship, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, in that fucking Dynasty League, I think I just snuck into the fucking playoffs.
Did you?
Yeah. Like, with a 7-6 record. And the other two guys I was tied 6-6 with two other guys, but they had more points than me. And they're both losing this week, so eat a dick.
Cool.
I'm in there like swimwear. Bama Tucky.
Yeah.
No bowl appearance. Or not bowl appearance, excuse me. No national championship playoff.
How's that feel?
I'm gonna be honest, like, it feels weird to think about.
It's exhilarating, isn't it?
It feels weird to just think that we're gonna see Nick Saban one less time this fucking year. I like it.
Clemson's still in it.
Okay.
We're seeing a lot of Clemson. No, I know that. I'm just saying, like, Clemson is kind of becoming what Bama was. No, not number one, but I mean, Clemson's very consistent now.
Well, yeah.
But nothing like the Alabama dynasty, right?
Yeah. I mean, like,
that's been
disgusting.
going for what, over a decade now?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I'm excited. This will be fun to see. Because the thing that Alabama not being in there, even though we're used to seeing Clemson there now, bad time putting in sour candy. Is that it's like new top. LSU's in it, you know, who's always been they've always been a great football program, but I mean, you know, now they're like, you know, up there.
Saban's old school.
Yeah. What if it could have been Michigan State, LSU, and Bama Tucky?
What are you calling them?
Bama Tucky. I'm making a double hillbilly down there for them.
Gotcha.
Kissing cousins, you know.
Sure. What are you trying to ask me right now?
Oh, I'm just thinking that
if State was in the playoffs,
yeah, we could have made it like all. Well, what's their places? Alabama would have been in there too to make it all three of the Sabans.
I see where you're going with that. I was not I got you now.
Because you went off
I
LSU.
didn't. I wasn't following your. I thought we were going back into football, not the Nick Saban thing.
Oh, no.
Nonetheless, kudos to Auburn.
Yeah.
Epic Iron Bowl. I think that was the second highest point scoring Iron Bowl in history.
That was dope, too.
48-45, with Bama missing a game-time field goal right at the end.
Now, I heard that I didn't get to see. I saw like a highlight. I saw that there was a thing that came across my phone, but I never got to go watch it. But Nick Saban losing this shit on the sideline. I really wanted to see that. Just because I wanted to see it. I think it's funny. 18 more days for this Star Wars.
Yep.
Rise of Skywalker. Can't wait. Gosh, we don't really have much. I mean,
we don't have shit.
Trying to think of like anything that really popped off in NBA. Lakers been putting everybody on notice except for tonight when Luka decided the
up and coming next greatest. I'm okay with it.
I think I don't know. He's 22.
I guess I'm not saying like
I'm thinking
like greatest, but I'm saying like
Giannis is like the guy right now. You know.
I guess I was thinking because how long has Giannis been in the league though?
A few years.
Like Luka's in there. What is second year?
So.
Like that's what I was just.
Yeah.
Like,
I get.
I guess I don't call Giannis new yet, but I would say, like for the let's say fantasy purposes, because that's what we always use to judge, a player's caliber of talent.
No matter what you really do.
I said Giannis would have been my number one pick. I still think, and I love my King James. You know this. I think Giannis is the best player in the NBA right now.
Yeah, easily.
If you say, "Hey, CB, start an NBA team, your first round, first pick." Who you taking? I feel like the answer would be Giannis. He does it all.
Yeah. Well, because he's young. He's young enough to do that. Him or AD.
Yeah.
But
I should always say for a 1 year run, not like you're building a franchise. 1 year run.
1 year run.
I still would take Giannis.
I would still go LeBron.
Yeah.
1 year. 1 year. Easily take LeBron.
Man,
if I'm building a whole program, and I'm looking to make a run. Then yeah, I'm going Giannis. Yeah. But I mean, if I'm just gonna take 1 year, LeBron James is still the most dominating force on the NBA court right now. That I give Kawhi his credit. He's dope. I'll give Giannis his fucking and Doncic. But
I don't feel like we see the Lakers play the Bucks very often, do you?
No.
Like I don't think I've ever really seen.
Because it's East and West.
I've never seen James and Antetokounmpo really go at it. I don't remember any battles of theirs.
No, not yet. You won't see it until you. I mean, like that's gonna end up being like a.
Let's check this, Laura. I want to see this.
Well, I mean, that's the reason why like the Lakers. Check it out, but I know what you're gonna look up. But I was gonna say that's the reason why like the Lakers and the Celtics was a big thing because like they had their battles in the finals, not on regular season. You maybe see each other. Well, they're gonna see each other twice. Throughout the entire year.
12/19 at 8 o'clock. We'll be sitting through a Star Wars movie during that time.
Oh, word.
And then, they play again in March.
Wait, that's a Thursday night. It's on TNT. You don't have to look. I know. They're not going to not show that.
I almost bought Lakers tickets for us.
Oh, word for March?
Yep. Yeah. I almost just bought them. I was like, this is where we're sitting. Deal with it. They were like $100. Upper bowl, front row. Yeah. And I almost just said, fuck it. But I was like, if I buy these and then someone doesn't like the seats.
Right.
I don't know if they're Black Friday specials. I was just like, those are dope seats.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Plus, it was no fees for Black Friday. So it would have just been $102. Done. That's
a wrap.
You know what I mean? So, but I was, I don't know. Your reaction says I probably should have just done it.
I mean, like,
but I also didn't know what people were trying to spend. Like,
well, and I didn't know, like, I mean, $100 I think is always a great price, like a great starting price. For where we were going
to sit and the field of view we were going to have, but I didn't know if you were trying to like sit like courtside next to LeBron or something.
So, yes, but not trying to spend that dough. So, once we start getting comp for some shit like that, then I'm in it.
My uncle shouted out Proficient fans at Thanksgiving and says that we use way too filthy of language for him to ever listen to us. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I said we have some episodes that are bad and somewhere we're barely using profane language. But in the back of my head, I was like, they don't fucking listen.
Listen, you're gonna catch a fuck, you're gonna catch a shit, you're gonna get a pussy.
But I'm kidding. I got no beef with none of my family. I love them all.
Is the uncle
but it's just like, yo,
uncle
like,
that I tailgated with?
No.
Oh.
This is the other side of the family.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, yo, you know, I'm like a grown man, right? Like,
was he trying to shame you? And
yeah, when I was just like, all right, cool.
He's like, yo, Granny, Clay's cussing. Now, are you cousin in front of your grandma?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but my grandma she's not like I am. She'll throw something out there every now and then, but like, see, here's the thing. Some people will use it, like there are times in the pod you and I will get a little out of control, but sometimes they'll just be like, yo, man, I was like, that's, you know, like they'll just use fuck as just a filler word for no reason. And then there's like something in sentence where you're like, that was like a great, well, you could say I was like a great fucking dunk, but like, I feel like...
then this motherfucker...
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when we're doing it, it's out of an emotional outburst rather than just common...
Word.
Common, you know, language. Or, you know, fuck, I can't talk. You know what I mean, though.
Words are hard.
Well, last thing we should do is a podcast.
Oh.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm sure that we can end up jumping in some more rando shit, but, you know, we have a top 5 that we can fill this time up with.
That's a good call, and then we're going to get out of here nice and early. And, just for all you fans out there who are ready, I feel got my Mandalorian in for the pod tonight.
Word. All right, list of ideas. No, where'd I put that shit at? Hold on. Okay, I got it. I found it. All right, and so what we're going to do is we had... A couple of weeks ago, we spoke about it when we were struggling with content, and then we actually happened to fill up an hour and a half of content. Where we were, that's a new James Bond.
Do you want me to do the words?
I'm sorry. Yes. No.
Okay, I'll do.
So, anyways, like no. So we came up with this list of what do we call it? It was like it wasn't like a bucket list. It was just more of a.
Yeah, I mean that's what we called it though.
Oh, was it? All right. Well,
we called it our top 5 list of like things we would want to do that are involving sports before we die.
Yep.
Essentially a bucket list.
Word.
I mean, so
I like it. We'll rock with it.
I think I'm gonna keep.
I'm
gonna keep the list I have here.
All right. So let me give you my number 1. What was that? You have 5 new likes and 1 new comment. All right. Proficient fans getting popular out in these streets on Instagram.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you my number 1.
What?
No, not my like number 1, but like my number 5. Excuse me. All right.
Fucking with my emotions.
I know,
like
right,
that, bro? I wasn't ready for that curveball.
You're like, we're gonna start out on top. Who starts with the orgasm and then goes to the fucking foreplay? That's crazy.
No climax. no build. No, just.
All right, so
give me a little nipple action. Start with your 5.
All right, so 5. Go to the NBA All-Star Weekend.
Ooh, nice.
I just think that although I think it's a little like overly productionized and everything, I just think being in the city that it's all taking place in, there's just so much to do. And it's not even going to go. I mean, like we're going to like the games and that stuff. You know, that would be a fucking dope experience. I mean, just I think the whole weekend would just be amazing to go see, and then you get to see like the best players in the league on one court. You kill. I mean, like you know, like I'm struggling to go see LeBron James, as are you, and so who could have seen him but decided to show up late on a airplane. But but no, when he scored the most points he ever scored.
Jesus Christ, 61 against Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah,
like this first game. It was first game after the Black Mass game.
Yeah. So I just think that would be an incredibly cool experience to go see.
Well, I hope you miss your flight if you ever get the chance.
Oh, that's I just missed Friday's event or Thursday's events because I'd be leaving Thursday.
True. You saved yourself with the whole weekend. All right, that's a good one. You being an NBA guy, that makes sense. So I on my number 5 have attend a March Madness Final Four.
Oh, okay. I thought you said a 10-day, and I'm like, wait, what?
Attend
Yeah, I'm
a
with you.
Final Four of March Madness.
That'd be sick.
Ben Green went to the Final Four when Michigan State played in Detroit, and they were playing. I think they played Butler, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we lost to Butler.
Yeah.
Good Butler team that year, nonetheless.
We lost to 2 Butler teams.
And and so I just, dude, college basketball is just such a crazy, just thing to attend. I couldn't imagine the energy in the crowd during like a Final Four match when it's like a 1 point game, man. And I feel like the one thing is, because I mean, going to like a football game, for example, of 2 colleges, that's going to be intense in itself, especially since I'm a football guy.
Yeah.
But I feel like March Madness in the collegiate level of sports, I feel like that is the epitome of college sports.
Yes.
Is college basketball.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got a mix of a whole bunch of different fans. Everyone there is passionate about the game. And I feel like watching it, just any teams go at it would just be an extremely fun experience.
I 100%.
Plus, there's more to it than just the games.
Well,
you have a lot of other things going on, and
you're going to be there live for the one shining moment.
Oh,
like I mean, yeah. But I mean, and I know it's a. I mean, you think about it. I mean, everything drops down on these kids soon. I mean, and you get invested in these kids during that weekend. So it's a ton of fun to. No, that's a good one right there. I didn't put that down. That's a good call. Good call. Give me number 4.
You want my number 4?
Yeah.
So my number 4 would be to attend an NFL draft. And I know that seems weird.
No.
But I am such a big fan of the NFL, even the combine.
Yeah.
I love the combine in itself. Like, for the last, I think, 4 years I've been with Verizon, I've requested off draft weekend. I take vacation time, and I'll work like Thursday, have the night off, and then I'll have like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, I'll just take time off. I enjoy the draft that much. I'm the guy who watches like I shouldn't say watches, has their phone out and is following the 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds.
Right.
Because I'm just that curious where players are going. I like to follow the Michigan State guys. If Western guys get drafted, things like that.
Local interest for you.
Yeah, and plus I just genuinely want to know who my Dolphins are going to take. So I know the draft is boring to a lot of people past the 2nd round, sometimes the 1st.
I was going to say, I think
those late round picks, man.
I feel like most people, unless you are a fan of the team, once you get past the top 5, nobody else ever really. I would say a regular fan is not caring. I think, and I just think that's kind of a fair assessment.
Which, I mean, no shout to those people, because I'm not, like, I'll sit here and say if you're a fan, you got to be a fan. You know what I mean? But I will sit here and say I don't know many people who enjoy the draft as much. Ben Green, probably one of the only guys I can think of off the top of my head that I can, Chris Sparrow. Chris Sparrow's pretty into the draft too.
Yeah.
That I could text and actually have conversation with.
Certainly.
But yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, probably 1st round night, just to be in the crowd. You know what? I've always wanted to be that guy the camera pans across and you're wearing like your Dolphins gear, or like you take a pick and you don't know exactly where that player is, but you're just like, let's go!
But you as a Dolphins fan are probably like, what the fuck? When you draft.
Well, I mean, this year I'll have 10 or 11 picks, so
I know, right?
I'll be on camera a lot. Hey, you know what the draft is next year?
No.
It's in Las Vegas.
Ooh, Viva.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I was just like, April vacation, Las Vegas. I thought about it. Just because I've always wanted to go back to Vegas. It's a weird time to go. I feel like most people are like, oh my God, April, let's go to Vegas. Who knows?
Do I give my wife an early 40th birthday?
Ooh.
Go back to Vegas. Because we did her 30th in Vegas. And then I'll just be like,
let's do it. You should wait for our Eagles team to actually win a game and get her in a good mood first.
Yeah, I'll wait till next week. When they don't play the mighty, mighty Dolphins.
Thank you.
Shout out the Bengals. Getting them that dub.
They got the dub over the Jets.
Which made you probably feel good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. We're weaseling our way back up to third in the division.
Oh, I have my number 4. Watch the Spartans play at the Rose Bowl.
Okay.
Now, when I put it down there, I'm like, I know it's not like the greatest, but it's just something.
Well, you and I both. I even said, hey, don't make it. Watch them in the World Series.
Yeah.
Watch them in the Super Bowl. Because I was like, the epitome of our teams will always be to watch them in the biggest game ever.
Yeah,
I would say that's particular just because the Rose Bowl has history.
I think I think in the stadium, it is like
I was going to say in the stadium.
Going to Pasadena and being a part of all that. But I mean, I just think that there's just been so much history there for. As a Big Ten guy, that it's New Year's Day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. It's to me, that's what I thought would be a really fun thing to go see.
So would Grandpa Watkins get shit-faced for New Year's Eve or get shit-faced for the game?
So I would have a real heavy buzz where I would wake up feeling like dog's asshole.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering. But I would jump right back into it.
Shower beer.
Yeah.
And keep it going.
I'll wake up with a shot of tequila.
There you go.
And probably puke, but then eat some breakfast and
you can't not be hyped up in a Rose Bowl day.
Yeah. So
fair.
Let's see here. So it's my turn again. Get the wife to Lincoln Financial Field.
Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that she had her own football team when we met was like one of the coolest things I ever found in a chick. You know what I mean? And it was like, now granted it was the T.O. and the Donovan McNabb, but I mean that's when I met her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long she was before that, but the fact that she was like, "This is my team," and she was talking Eagles when I'm sitting there spitting Lions when I'm just starting to talk to her. You know what I mean? And so I think it'd be cool to get her into Philadelphia. Go watch the fucking.
That'd be sweet, dude.
Her Eagles play.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So that would be my number. What did I say that is 4?
That was your 3.
3? Yeah, 3. Because that'd give her joy.
Yeah, fair. I'm glad that all mine are selfish and for myself. So my number 3 would be to, and I specifically put this team just because I follow this team more so, but see the U.S. women's national team play in either the Olympics or a Gold Cup match. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be a championship.
That'd be sick.
But just to go to like the tournament and watch them play a couple round robin games or something. One, it would be the one event, maybe other than like a basketball, just because like I thought about going to the Olympics. I mean, like, who wouldn't want to see the Olympics? It's awesome. But at the end of the day, I was like, okay, well, what am I passionate about, though? I don't mind watching that shit on TV. But even if I went to, like, a curling event, like, curling's cool. If I was actually sitting there watching them do it, I don't think I would enjoy it as much as watching it at home.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like...
Because the announcers can sell it to you.
Yeah. Well, that, and you get better angles. You can see everything. Like, and my point getting at, the U.S. women's national team is, like, one Olympic thing that I could go to, and it's going to be lit beginning to end.
Soccer's fun to watch.
Energy's up there, you know what I mean? It gives you the same atmosphere as any other typical sporting event that you'd go see. I think hockey would be a really cool one too. Actually, I thought about that, like USA Hockey or something. But U.S. women's national team, I love watching them play soccer. We got a good team, so like going in there knowing that, I'll be honest.
How long are those guys going to still play? I mean, excuse me. How long are those women going to be on the team? Like, is Rapinoe still going to be playing?
I don't know, man. I don't think she won't be back for another.
I mean, we've got the Olympics coming up this summer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
don't know if she'll be around for another Gold Cup though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is like that one chick that did this thing. She'll be there for
Alex
the
Morgan.
Alex Morgan.
Yeah, but dude, even she's been on the team for.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering,
now?
like how much longer do we have? I don't know the young kid.
No, I don't either. But I'm just saying, in general, still be awesome.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't know every single one of them.
No, yeah, certainly.
So, but I'll go with my number 2.
Swear.
And this was a tough one between this one and my number 1. But this is my number 2, and that would be to follow Tiger Woods on Sunday at Augusta National for the Masters. And I just think that, like, I mean, I think of like the emotion we had watching him play. And the reason I said the Masters at Augusta National, Augusta National is a private course. No, the public doesn't get to play there. You have to even be invited, even if you're a professional, to become a member.
Isn't
So it's
Condoleezza Rice a member there though? So not only is she the first woman ever to be a part of that membership, but she's black. Yeah, that's right, whiteys.
Okay.
No, I don't remember which one she's at, but I mean, it's pretty fucking. I mean, that's a big thing for people.
So being there in general would just be amazing. But I mean, that, as somebody who plays the game, like as somebody who's in a winter league, for Christ's sake, for a simulator league, just because I don't get out there as much as I would to in the summer, and it's just it's an awesome game, and it's something that I know as long as I stay dedicated, I can do this the rest of my life as long as I stay healthy. It's nothing that like I have to do. You'd be able to go play
more
years.
Like real golf. I'm not. That's not bad. But hitting an actual course. Yeah. But I mean, like I'll defend you a little bit because you play the softball. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that eats up those nights, and then you have a social life
and retail. Retail doesn't help. I mean,
but I mean, like you have days off, but like you also on those days off, if you have a softball game, now you gotta try and pack in golf and softball.
Yeah,
I get it. I mean, you don't have a maid. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll give you some love, give you a little slack on that whole not getting out there like you would. But
yep.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah,
that would be sick. I'm mad I didn't choose that. That's not on my list. That's not on my list.
Plus, it's Tiger, man. To see him play before he's done, like,
see Tiger play. So my number 2 is what I say. So originally I would just love to go to the Triple Crown horse races. Like hit all 3 of them.
Okay.
I know I think that's hard. I mean, like
Kentucky Derby, the Preakness,
and Belmont. So I think that would be crazy sick. Now, if I only had to pick one, it'd be the Derby,
sure,
Kentucky. But I would like to, just go to each one of those events because
I'd like to win money at each of those.
That'd be crazy, though. But I mean, there's that culture that they have there is really different, man. And it's not like I'm a part of it. It's just as you watch these people, and you're like, wow, like that's that are dealing in fucking ponies to run, And
I would say that I was not expecting something like that to be that high up on your list.
Because it's such a big event, you know what I mean?
Fair.
It's a huge event.
I'm not saying I would go. I'm just saying I'm surprised to hear it. Number 2.
Yeah. Well, I think it's crazy dope. So that's where I'm at with it.
Well, where are you at with that number 1?
Number 1.
It doesn't even have to reference his notes.
No, I know
this must be at the tippy top of your heart.
Well, so I mean, I have a 1A and 1B, but I mean, I'm gonna give you.
It was funny. I have a 1A and 1B too.
I'm gonna give you my number 1, and it is taking my son to my family, but I mean mostly
just my favorite.
Yeah, he's not my favorite.
My son, not sons.
No,
my
because
son.
No, because the fact that like one son doesn't really care about this.
Fair.
And the more I've learned about this sport, the more I would love to go to Barcelona and watch Messi play. I think that would be stupid sick. And just because as I watch it on TV and I see the fans get into it, and I mean the way that the fans of Barcelona are there, because I've watched a few games now, I'm kind of starting to be the colors, and I just think it would be crazy to experience something like that and that magnitude because Zimbrango, what's his name?
Ibrahimovic,
thank you. I know you knew I was at. When he sat there and remember that interview that I was. What's his last name though?
It's Zoltan Ibrahimovic.
It was Zoltan. There you go. Remember that interview I sent over to you where he sat there and was just like they're talking about the next great MLS player, and he goes, prime of his life, right? Where was I playing at the prime of my life? Europe? Oh, it's really different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like a lot of people, I show this to some people, and they're just like, "That's pretty fucking arrogant." I'm like, "Is it arrogance if it's true?"
Yeah.
I
mean, that would be like someone arguing XFL to the NFL.
Yeah. So it's
like, be like, I'm the star of the XFL. Be like, I want a Super Bowl.
Right.
It means the same thing. the way I look at it.
Yeah, what you're talking about,
the NFL.
Yeah.
The epitome of football.
So,
like, oh, well, or I was going to say football, sorry, like NBA. I was going to be like, oh, well, I won one over in the, London League, or I won one in Paris.
Well, so, like, he's playing, he's in the Champions League, which is, right now, I would say, top of the soccer leagues right now.
Man.
It's either that or, what's the one that,
the Premier League?
Yeah, Premier League, thank you. So those are your top two right now.
Easily.
La
Liga's up there too.
What's that?
It's La Liga. It's a little.
Oh, is that the one with Juventus in it? With Cristiano Ronaldo's in that league, I believe.
Is that La Liga? Where it's Juventus and I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think Premier League, man, I'm not good with it off the top of my head. I think Premier League is your Arsenals.
Yeah, they're all the Englands and all that stuff.
United's, Man Cities.
Europe England. Yeah. So,
but the Champions League is Spain.
Yeah.
So it's like your Barcelona. By the way, guys, I'm not a soccer guy. Like I have a lot of friends that are really good with soccer.
I'm a novice, but I'm starting to get into it.
I was better when I played FIFA. When I played a lot of FIFA, I was really good with this stuff.
Right. Is FIFA a fun game? I thought about.
I mean, don't ask me. I used to play back when I used to play FIFA online with friends, and it was just a different gameplay style. A lot of people, some people like the new games, some people don't. I'm more of a fan of the older games, personally. That's just me.
So I think that would be my one though.
So your La Liga is that's actually Barcelona. Barcelona's in La Liga.
Technically, it's Champions League though.
Yeah, I think La Liga. Yeah, I think that's just the.
Silence on the mic. What do we do?
I don't know how I would word this. Is La Liga the name of the league?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not 100% on that.
It's the Spanish football league system. Real Madrid is in there.
So no,
yeah,
it's Italian.
Real
It's Italian
Madrid.
football club based in Turin. So he's not even in this. Yeah, he's in Italy, so he's not even on the same continent. Which actually, I think hurt Champions League a little bit by the fact that not the fact that they lost such a big name, but the fact that you're having Messi and
here we go.
Cristiano.
The Champions League is an annual club football competition organized by the Union of European Football Association.
Yeah, there we go.
So it's just the top clubs in Europe that come together and compete for a championship. That's the Champions League.
Oh.
It's the best of the best.
Word. See, a lot of learning to do.
Okay.
I'm out here rookieing it up, but I'm
trying.
trying.
What's fucked up is now that I read it, I go, oh, I did know that.
Yeah,
but
I'm just like, yo, now it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm getting into it. I think that'd be quite dope. What do you got for number one?
So my number one is not as epic as going over there, but I would fucking enjoy this shit. I put to travel to every NFL stadium, preferably to see the Dolphins play in each stadium.
That'd be sick.
So that would take years.
Yeah.
But I would have a game where I would be like, I'm going out to Seattle to see the Seahawks play the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing is the Dolphins play every division every 4 years.
Right.
So it would take a substantial. In my opinion, you'd have to try and hit a minimum of 2 games a year. If that was feasible with work, which it could be technically.
It could always be feasible.
You don't even have to take vacation time for us, because since we can kind of request, you can make that happen. My love of football, man. In general, I would just like to see all stadiums. Mm-hmm. That's why I said preferably to see the Dolphins play, because it gives me a lot of reason. But I have friends that travel the country to go see all the MLB.
That's sick.
Stadiums, which would be sick, and so I know a lot of people who will do that, and man, I could go to any NFL stadium, and I think I would enjoy myself. Oh, and then my 1B would be to watch the Dolphins beat the Patriots in Foxborough on Tom Brady's final game before retirement.
I love how specific that is.
Yeah. That would just be To watch him play his final game, he's missing playoffs, by the way, or it's the AFC Championship, whichever, I don't care. To beat him on his home field, knowing he's never going to play another snap of football.
Wouldn't it be
to watch him go out with his head down, which that wouldn't happen. He'd wave to the crowd. But realistically, just to have him lose his final game, I would cry. I would cry grown man tears of happiness.
By your team. So would
by my team, yes.
What would feel better, though? Him not making the playoffs or you beating him in the AFC Championship?
I think they're calling that heavy artillery Mandalorian ham. You see that?
Oh, no, I didn't even notice that.
Heavy Mandalorian, or heavy assault Mandalorian, so they're calling him ham.
I didn't know that. It was last night. I was eating, and CB was just, we were getting ready to go watch it. He's like, what happened in last week? Can you tap me off a little bit? Not too much. Just okay. That's good. Shit. The fuck you gotta work tomorrow, motherfucker.
I do.
I know that's what I'm saying. You just
yeah.
I didn't. But he gave me. As I'm eating, he gave me from episode 1. He gave me a fucking recap from episode 1 all the way to fucking episode 4. So, hey guys, we've always said we're Proficient fans, not just at sports, but at a great pop culture movies or shows that are out, and
literally why we called ourselves Proficient.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, we spent a year. And I mean, I thought we were gonna pepper in more rando shit, but I mean, we were very specific about what other rando shit we're peppering in. Well, Star Wars and Marvel and Game of Thrones.
And Thrones.
So I mean, we're very specific about what we're gonna have that conversation about because we don't want to waste your time. But Mandalorian came out since Disney Plus came out. We're 4 weeks or 3 weeks deep with it. 4 episodes, 3 weeks of.
It's still over. It's almost still 4 weeks because it was a Monday and then a
Friday. It came out on a Tuesday, though.
Or it was Tuesday, not a Monday. Sorry.
Yeah, they came out on Tuesday.
We're closer to 4 weeks than 3. We're 2 days away.
Alright, I'm just saying.
Motherfucker, 4 weeks.
Whatever you want to call it.
Thank you.
Technically only 3. But I mean. 3 and 6 8. 3 and 5 7.
Fair. That I'll take. Because if we're closer to 4, then we're rounding up.
Yeah.
If it was 3 weeks in 1 day, I give you 3 weeks. Not 3 weeks, 5 days. Sorry. Thank you. Come again.
So, although we kind of briefly spoke about 1, but then you're like, I haven't seen 2.
No, I hadn't seen 3.
Oh, it was 3. Yeah, that's right.
On a more important note, there's only one question I have to ask you.
Yeah.
And this honestly sums up the entire Mandalorian series in itself. What has been your favorite Baby Yoda meme? Because that's really all that matters.
Right.
The Baby Yoda memes have been out of control.
They have, and
I'm a little over them, but there's one that I actually looked at and I was like, that's pretty funny.
And I don't remember I don't even know the wording, but I mean the fact that they just showed Baby Yoda in comparison with what's that little gremlin?
Oh yeah,
from the Gremlins.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
I can't either. It doesn't matter.
Gizmo.
There you go.
The fact that they look fucking similar and adorable, but meme-wise, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that still counts. I might count that as meme. Because, I mean, that's all it really is.
Yeah.
You remember the sliced cheese craze on your baby's forehead? They showed one with Baby Yoda with a piece of cheese on his forehead.
That was funny. That's
all it was. Just cheese on his forehead.
Yeah.
It was great. Anyways.
Yeah, so serious movie, or serious show, excuse me. And then you throw this cute thing in there. What do you feel about that?
Like Baby Yoda?
Yeah. I mean,
well, I mean, the entire storyline is going to be based upon the Mandalorian protecting Baby Yoda. So, I mean, as of right now, I'm eager to learn more about what this Yoda species character is doing.
Right.
His importance. I mean, I have to know what the hell's going on. The Empire's just fallen, and now this Baby Yoda's here. I just gotta know. Like that. I mean, that's really where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm super curious because he's not just here for shits and giggles. Like,
but I mean, like the fact that they made him so fucking adorable.
I mean, I'm cool with it.
See, this is just what I look at it, and I'm just like, I'm okay with it. I mean, like, but like I sit there and I see what they're doing.
Yeah.
So if you're an adult, not looking for cutesy shit, right?
Yep.
And you know, we should have done something about that prior to starting this recording. No, I mean,
yeah.
You go like this, but I mean, like,
that was sneaky.
No, not. It's not even that. Yeah. I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
We should have.
We can't talk about it.
Can't talk about it, but anyways, I see what they're doing because they give us this great storyline, and us as adults are gonna watch.
Mm-hmm.
If you only give us a great storyline, that's not gonna bring in the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did is they went Ewok, they went Jar Jar, they went.
Never go full Jar Jar.
Yeah, I didn't say full. I just said, they went Jar Jar. And then the little fucking big-eyed bird creatures that were in
Force
Awakens. So they gave me something cute to draw in the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the first thing my son saw. He goes, "Oh, Baby Yoda! Play the next one. Let's see more of that little motherfucker." And I'm not saying that he didn't say motherfucker, but I'm not saying that he did, but I'm not saying that he didn't. So, part of me, like, as a viewer, is just like, I don't need a cute Baby Yoda to draw me in. But I get what they're doing, and sometimes I just feel like the cuteness gets in the way of the story. Episode 4, I guess let's just kind of... What, you want to start at episode 4? You want to start at,
We might as well do 3.
Okay, so let's talk 3.
Because we talked about 1 and 2 the first time we did this.
Okay.
So...
Yes, right, you want to do bye.
Yeah.
But it'll be every week, probably.
I mean, so episode 3 I loved. Mandalorian takes Baby Yoda back to the Empire dude.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a fuck ton of that metal.
Would you call it ham?
To make his... Huh?
Would you call it ham?
What?
His Mandalorian
No, that's not what's ham. Ham is the actual bounty, his, buddy that just carries that big-ass machine.
Got it.
Goes back, gets all of his armor, goes to his squad, gets the armor made. The other bounty hunters get pissed off because he's now basically he did a job for the Empire, the same people that these guys fought.
Uh-huh.
So they get salty with him. And after he gets his shit made, decides he can't leave, goes back to get Baby Yoda, saves Baby Yoda's life, kills all the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And then immediately a bounty gets put out on the Mandalorian trying to escape. And then his bounty hunters, which, god damn it, I wish I could remember the name of their clan. Bounty hunters come back and basically save him from all of the other, not so cool bounty hunters.
Oh, the other bounty. Well, because, the Mandalorians aren't necessarily, from what I can tell, not all the
Mandalorians are bounty hunters, right?
Well, that faction of working with that guy, you know what I mean? So, one of my things was about that, the episode was the fact that, bless you,
thank you,
when he went back to go get that, we keep calling him Baby Yoda because I wish they'd give him a fucking name.
I know. He's Baby Yoda, though. He's not Yoda, but he's Baby Yoda.
Yeah, if you give him a name, then at least we can start referring to him and stop. I feel like we're adding to more of this Yoda reincarnated shit.
Agreed.
That's probably not even.
But I think even I think everyone refers to him as Baby Yoda.
Oh, everybody does because you have no way else to describe because they give him no name. Anyways, when he went to go back and get him, I'm like, oh no, his clan's gonna be pissed because he's breaking the rules. You know what I mean? Of being a bounty hunter.
Right.
And then when his crew showed up, I was like, oh, here we go. This is all. When they first showed up, I'm like, now he's really fucked. But they ended up, of course, saving him, and I was really happy that he was able to escape and that he didn't get kicked out of his clan because I've definitely become a fan of the Mandalorian.
So, side note, CNET is trying to actually put out an article here saying that Baby Yoda
reincarnated.
is
right?
the illicit love child of Yoda and Yaddle.
Yaddle, aren't they? Wasn't Yaddle a boy?
I mean, maybe it's a joke. I just don't think CNET puts out like comical articles. I'm trying to even just figure out what Jon Favreau calls him, and I think he even calls him Baby Yoda. So, I mean, if Jon Favreau's calling him Baby Yoda, then he's officially Baby Yoda. If the writer calls him Baby Yoda.
So, I forgot where I was going with that because that was. I've just seen a lot of articles just trying to say it's Yoda reincarnated because it's after Jedi but I mean, how far after Jedi? Like this baby's 50 years old, which I guess they did the math and said it could work out. But now episode 3 was dope. That was a good feel. It really gave you a better understanding of the religion of Mandalorian.
Yep.
And I think that the more that they continue to, and so far what I found in this show is that they're doing a good job every episode kind of explaining a little bit more and more about that religion. So,
yeah.
Go for it.
Well, I was going to say, and that kind of brings me into episode 4, because I feel like they dive a little bit deeper as to, like, never taking off your helmet in episode 4 and what it means and how it's just an honorable thing to do. It's like the helmet's on, you're like, I'm a fighter. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I do. And as soon as it comes off, it's basically, it's a symbolic, meaning to the whole, I'm putting down my gun, hanging up the boots per se, and actually calling it quits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only problem I had with episode 4, I understand he's getting off of that planet. He's trying to find some safe places to go, and he ends up on this random planet. In the beginning of the episode, this tiny little just village of people get attacked by just raiders.
That was nuts, man. And, the fucking dog raiders.
Yeah, they come in there and they just steal all of their harvest and and so they land on here. He runs into this other chick who was she was a part of
I was looking forward to it. She's part of the rebels.
The rebellion.
Yeah.
Army, quote unquote, I guess you could say. And she was I forgot what he actually called her. She had a role, but. And so,
basically, her role was to sneak in and take care of shit.
Yep. And so, I don't know, man. Like, I understand the whole, like, trying to find some safe places, but him landing here, helping these random people, running into this chick who also helps him take down this ATST and this group of raiders just to, like, help these villagers. It just seemed like a really big storyline, and I didn't learn anything other than the whole... I don't take off my helmet. Like, that was, like, the only, like, lore. That was the only thing they talked about as far as, here's some more background on who I am and why I do what I do. And that was it. Like,
I think that...
Unless they're going to tie this back in at some point.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the casino scene from Force Awakens, or, Last Jedi with Finn and Rose.
No, not needed.
It was just like I didn't gain anything out of this. Didn't you know what I? It just is what it is. It was the next step to get him to his next step, and that I guess that's just how it. And I'll be honest, very underwhelmed by the ATST. I didn't like the red glowing eyes. Or the windows.
Yeah, well, so I sat there fucking with me a little bit because I was just like, is there people in there? Is this like a poltergeist one?
And that's kind of what I was thinking too, is they didn't show any pilots even though all the ATSTs were piloted. If I'm not mistaken. I don't think there were.
Yeah, that was messing with me a little bit.
So, I don't know, man.
So, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about somebody being mad at you about fantasy football because they can't put together a winning enough squad?
Subject change.
No, a little bit. No, it's time back. Against a team that fucking is the last place team, and now that they're going to be out of the playoffs, they decide to tell you throughout the day because you're like, yeah, I haven't seen it,
Oh my god!
And they're like, oh, I just want to tell you one thing. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I'm like, I like everything he expressed, and it was not. He's like, I swear it's not a spoiler. He's just like, and then so he tells me about. He's like, and so he ends up just saying about fucking Baby Yoda sitting there taking a little sip, right? He didn't say what was happening around. he goes, Baby Yoda's sipping out of something. I'm like, okay, first off, I don't want to hear a single thing about it. Like, and this is somebody that I hold in high regard. Yeah, you're right, you said it. But, I mean, that I hold in high regard to when they understand the importance of viewing shows.
No, he's the opposite. He's the guy who looks up the spoilers, watches all the videos.
Yeah, that I was just like, dude.
I'm not into that either.
And so I'm like, in my head, I'm pissed, right? I'm pissed. And then, like, throughout the rest of the day, because, of course, Michigan's losing, of course, I'm talking shit. And he's like, oh, Mandalorian takes off his helmet. I'm like, dude, what is your deal? I was like pissed. I was like, what is your deal right now? I was just like, sports and Star Wars are two different fucking things. You know, like, you can't fucking do that. I was hot, dude. I was not happy. Then later on the day, he goes, I was just lying about all that shit. I was just fucking with you. I go into last night watching the show, how pissed am I gonna be? I'm sitting there going, how pissed am I gonna be when I see fucking Yoda take the drink? I'm gonna be pissed. How pissed am I gonna be when the Mandalorian takes off his helmet? Mm-hmm. Now, Mandalorian takes off his helmet last night when nobody's around. But I was like, and granted, you don't see his face or anything like that, but I was just pissed it happened.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to know that. That just happened.
Agreed.
Not fucking happy at all. And
here's my thing. There's a difference between don't tell me any spoilers and I don't want to know anything. And if you specifically say, hey, it could be completely irrelevant, I still don't want to know the irrelevancy of what you're about to say. So, like, I get it, like...
And he's like, oh, we watched it.
Especially when you know there's, like, a shared passion for what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I thought... Like,
so, if you're listening, you know who you are. I'm very disappointed in you. Because if it would have been the other way around, there would have been a lot more anger shown, I felt like.
Oh, I didn't, but I was very highly disappointed when these things happen, and...
We're not disappointed they happen. We're disappointed in the person who told you they were going to happen.
That fucked with me a
Shame
little bit.
on you. He's gonna get an end seat at the movie. Very end.
Oh, yeah.
Outside.
No, aisle. Give that motherfucker an aisle. And let him pout.
I'm going to give it away. I won't do that.
No, don't give it away.
I'm not going to give it away.
But he has to sit on the end. But yeah, so I mean, taking off the helmet thing, I thought, and I think that your disappointment in last night's episode or this week's episode was kind of valid, but I think that they used that to build a backstory between the two.
The two.
Gosh, I wish I would know her name.
Okay, villager.
But the
former resistance fighter.
Yeah. And then because she's on a lot of the promotional work.
Mm-hmm. She is.
So she's going to be throughout the rest of the story. So you need...
Also is fucking IG-68 or IB the robot. You got a fucking bullet in the head.
Yeah.
Unless he gets rebuilt. I guess that's feasible.
Yeah.
But...
But I mean, I think that
robot was.
But I mean, she.
Bounty robot.
I think that she's definitely more of a bigger piece of the action than what everything else is. So
next week better bring it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I felt like you saw more of a human side to the Mandalorian.
Agreed.
Because he looked
other than feeling the need to go back to save Baby Yoda.
Yeah. But I mean, the fact that he's literally looking for a good place to leave him. One of the things I thought about was, wow, because that villager chick who was smoking hot, he must have an impotency problem because she's like, yo, stick around here. All he has to do is pop off the fucking top, dude. Nobody knows who this dude is. He's had it since he was a fucking teenager. Yeah. That which I thought really started thinking about. I'm like, wow, you could literally just be done. Unless you have markings on your body. Yeah. At any point in time, you can just find a fucking place and be like that old dude that was on the first planet. And just be like, this is where I'm going to be a hermit at for the rest of my life. Sure. That was just kind of weird to think about. Because she made a good point. Take it off. And when you need it again, put it on. I was like, he could get away with that. Like, who's gonna? I mean, like, unless you ran across another Mandalorian
with the same armor set.
Yeah, right. Like, because here's what you're not gonna wear is the Mandalorian armor when you're fucking farming and just doing regular shit. You know, like, there's nothing you're gonna.
Or he just puts people clothes on, but he got his helmet on.
Yeah.
You don't notice me without my armor.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean,
ignore the helmet.
I was just like, this is nuts. Like, he could just get away with that if he really wanted
this
to.
This helps me see footprints, so I know if you walk through my flower bed.
Right. Fucking holes. Red heat sonar bullshit.
You went in my house. I saw your footsteps.
You wear 10.5, right? Because I wear 12s.
Uh-oh. Hopkins touchdown. Oh, damn. I wanted to see him give a ball to his blind mom. Oh, that's Willie Snead. Never mind. Oh, wait. Touchdown.
Oh, really? Nah, it's going to the booth. Did he make a football play?
2, 3. Ooh.
No. Calvin Johnson rule. That's a Calvin Johnson rule. I'm
done.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 5. I'm not overly disappointed with 4, but and I see what you're saying about the non-progression of his story.
Yeah.
But I think they use that to build a story a background between these two that are going to end up working closely together. I feel like they're going to end up becoming like the Guardians of the fucking Galaxy.
That'd be dope.
So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, you already got Baby Groot and Star-Lord. So, now you need...
I can't wait for that next movie.
Oh, Thor with them? That'd be sick. All right. Well, hey, guys. Not only proficient at sports, but we're proficient at...
Star Wars.
Pop culture shows that we enjoy.
That too.
So, we're out. Peace.
Take care.